Hi students, how are you? This is Krishnamurthy, biology teacher. We have learnt about life processes in earlier classes. As a part of the life process, we have learnt nutrition, nutrient such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, and water. All these components plays major role to supply energy to our body. As a part of life process, we learned about autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. In heterotrophic nutrition, already we have learned about holozoic nutrition, saprozoic nutrition, and parazoic nutrition. In unicellular bodies, now we have to learn about holozoic nutrition in multicellular organisms. What are the examples for multicellular organisms? All well-developed animals are multicellular organisms. We are also included in multicellular holozoic nutrition. Food is basic requirement for all living organisms to get energy and to supply some organic material for growth and for respiration and other all kind of activities. And also this organic material should repair the damaged tissues. When we have consumed carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fats, minerals, they should supply some kind of energy to our body. These all nutrients are divided into two groups. One is macronutrient and another one is micronutrients. In the list of macronutrient contain carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and in micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and water. When we have drink water, it should play major role in our body activities to maintain all life processes. What are life processes? We had learnt about life processes also. The processes which are helping for the survival of life is known as life process. Respiration, digestion, excretion, transportation, reproduction, and control and coordination, all these functions helping for the survival of living organism. We have to supply required amount of water to maintain all these life processes, and also water playing major role in the elimination of waste material and supply of required material to all over the body, and to maintain the body temperature and maintain the body balance. Vitamins are also important components in our daily diet. Vitamins are two kinds. One is fatty soluble vitamin and another one is water soluble vitamin. What are fatty soluble and what are water soluble? The water soluble vitamins are water, B and C, and the fatty soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K. When we have taken vitamins, they should prompt the growth of all organs and also maintain the body balance and regulate all functions. The vitamins has ability to synthesize some organs such as skin, blood cells, tissues, etc. When we have consumed these macronutrients, our body can absorb directly into cells because these are being in simple state. But we have consumed macronutrients such as protein, carbohydrates and fats, they can't absorb along with our digestive system or body parts. So they have to convert or break down into simple molecules. The process of conversion of complex molecules into simple molecules is known as digestion. Digestion is essential to get energy and to supply energy to all over the body. In well-developed animals, as a specialized organ system to digest the food material, it is called digestive system. Digestion is also known as hydrolysis. Hydro means water, lysis means breakdown. Breakdown of molecule at the presence of water is known as hydrolysis. When the food is present in the body, that should be converted into simple molecules from one part to another part, because in the digestive system involves different kind of organs. Digestion is a physical and biochemical processes. What is meant by physical process and biochemical process? Physical process means when we keep food into the oral cavity, that should masticated and converted into simple molecules by crushing with teeth and tongue, which is partially convert the complex molecules into simple molecules by teeth and tongue is physical process. And after conversion simple molecule, again that should be turned into very simple molecules by the presence of some enzymes, that is biochemical process. So the digestion happen two ways. One is physical process and another one is chemical process. Let us observe digestion in human being. Human being contain a specialized digestive system. It has two parts. One is alimentary canal and another one is associated glands. The alimentary canal consists of the anterior region, mouth is there, and the posterior region, anus is there. In between mouth and anus contain several organs which are involved in the digestion. Along with alimentary canal, some glands are also associated with alimentary canal. They are called associated glands. They are also involving in the digestion of the food material from oral cavity to small intestine. Let us observe digestion in alimentary canal. Already I have taught about the alimentary canal. The alimentary canal, the opening of the alimentary canal is mouth and the posterior region is anus. When we have observed the mouth, it contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands. Let us observe the teeth. We have four kind of teeth. Do you know what are the four kind of teeth? Yes, you know, because you all learned in earlier classes. Simply we can say the four kind of teeth in formula I, C, PM and M. I indicate incisors, C indicate canine, PM indicate premolar and M indicate molar. So ICPM indicate incisors, canine, premolar and molar. We know in adult human being contain 32 teeth and infants contain 20 to 28. Generally in infant only 20 will be there. While getting age they should get or reach up to 32. Let us observe a tooth. Tooth is made up of dentine, and the upper portion of the tooth lined with hardest material, enamel. In middle of the tooth contain a cavity is there. In that cavity consists number of blood vessels. When a food particles hide inside the tooth cavity, it should decay and make some bad smell and also attract some bacteria. Then the tooth should get the tooth caries. To prevent that, we have to brush regularly. Mainly the teeth is helping for cutting, for grinding, and making paste of the food. Here I told you 4 kind of teeth. That formula of adult dentine is 2123 by 2123. Half of the jaw contain 2123 and another half of the side contain 2123, and as well as lower jaw is also contain 2123 and 2123. Totally it gets 32. But in infants 2102 is there in one side of the jaw, and other side of the jaw is also contain 2102 and 2102 and 2102, totally 20. Incisors properly there, and canine is also properly there, but premolar totally absent in infants, and as well as molar is also one teeth absent on 4 sides of the jaw. These are helping for grinding and cutting of the food material. Another organ, tongue. Tongue is muscular movable organ. It helps in detection of food material, swallowing of food material, and pushing in between the teeth. The upper surface of the tongue has 4 kind of projections. They are called papillae. Among the papillae, some buds can detect the taste. We know the tongue has 5 kind of papillae which are meant for taste buds. Some taste buds detect sweet, and some salt, and some sour, and some bitter. Along with these 4, some buds can detect umami taste. You have learned about umami taste in 8th class. What is umami taste? The taste which is being in cheese and meat, that is called umami taste. The tongue is also known as universal toothbrush. Universal toothbrush. Only the human being should brush regularly, but remaining all organisms should not brush itself. But the tongue should help to clean the tooth regularly. The another important glands in oral cavity or mouth. We have 3 kind of salivary glands. Generally in mammals contain 4 kind of salivary glands are there, but in human being contain only 3 kind of salivary glands. One pair of the gland present beneath of the ear, and another one pair of glands present in this region, and another one pair of glands present beneath of the tongue. These 4 kind of glands open into the oral cavity and release some saliva. That saliva contain some enzyme which is known as amylase or ptyalin. This ptyalin or amylase helping for the mixing of food material. So to grind, while grinding the teeth by wetted food material along with saliva, this should swallowed or deglutate easily into the another part of the oral cavity. Before going to, we have to learn about oral cavity. The oral cavity is formed by upper and lower lips. The upper lip and lower lip lies on immovable upper jaw and movable lower jaw. The both lips make a cavity which is meant for oral cavity or buccal cavity. So partially the food should be digested in the oral cavity. The partially digested food is known as bolus. What is a bolus? Which is the food partially digested in the oral cavity by the participation of teeth, tongue and saliva. Then this bolus swallow into another part is known as esophagus. In between esophagus and oral cavity contain a cavity is there, that is pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage for food and air. And also our oral cavity contain a palate is there which is separating from nasal cavity and oral cavity. The anterior portion of the palate has hard material and the posterior portion of the palate has soft material. This soft material palate separating nasal chambers and oral cavity. Once if we inhale or exhale, the air should send into pharynx directly. So then the pharynx is a common passage for food and air. Here anterior portion of trachea is there and anterior portion of another alimentary canal portion esophagus is there. Let us study about esophagus.